What's happening, financial coaches? It's Pete here. Hey, want to talk to you today about the word empower. And before I get into this, I do want to say that I'm just going to share some opinions from a financial coach that I followed a long time, Sandra Davis. You may know her from Sage Financial Solutions, I believe the company. But she's one of the original OG financial coaches. She's been in the business a long time. Certainly helps kind of incubate and seed this industry as a whole. So she's been around. So she's got some great perspectives on financial coaching. But one of the things that she talks about is the term empower. And before I get into it, I do want to say that while I totally agree with this, I also don't feel like after you hear what I have to say or what she says, that it's a word that you have to steer away from. I do like the word, but I get what she's saying about it. And so I have a feeling that a lot of us, when we go into a lesson, we hear something and it's very binary. It's like, don't use this word, don't ask why questions or whatever it might be. And then all of a sudden we come out and we're kind of paralyzed by it and we really stick to the literal instructions that are given. And I don't want you to feel that way. But I do like kind of the behind the scenes, behind the curtain idea of it, right? So she says, she does not say, I empower you to achieve your financial goals or to find your financial success or to live the life that you dream, right? And she basically says that because she says that empowering, to say like, I empower you, like to say like, hey, Pete, the financial coach, is going to empower you to be your own financial guru, to be your own financial success, to empower you to achieve your financial dreams, whatever it might be. She's saying in her point on her discussion was that the word empower means for me to grant you power. It means that I have almost some sort of magic that I'm going to bestow on you so that now you can achieve what you want to do. And as financial coaches, as coaches in general, that's not what we do. We help people find their own power. We don't give them power. And you may have heard the term catalyst. I like the definition of catalyst. It's something that a catalyst is something that activates change without changing themselves, right? So, your catalytic converter has things like platinum in it to remove noxious gases, but the platinum doesn't change into something else. It doesn't change into gold and lead and all those things. It just is platinum and some other constituents, right? As a financial coach, I'm not going to change. I'm not going to give up my power. I'm not going to loan off. I'm not going to, bestow some of my power on you. What we're going to do is we're going to have a discussion. We're going to talk about some of these things. We're going to help you find your own power. We're going to help uncover that. Maybe it's just helping you believe in your own power, whatever it might be. But ultimately, the change that people will make is going to be under their own power, right? And so that's what we're trying to do as coaches, is just help them tap into that. Now, does that mean empower is a bad word? No, and in some ways it's just the way we interpret the word, right? And to say, hey, I empower you sometimes means like, yeah, I get it. No, you're just helping me find my own power. But what we don't want to do is we don't want to take on the role of hero or guru or sage or expert in some ways and say, hey, because you're working with me, I am going to lay upon you the ability to do something. It's more about I'm going to be your guide and help you find your own power, because you have to believe that you have that power. You have to believe that you have that strength and that skill set to be able to achieve these things, because otherwise, once our relationship ends, then everything will collapse, because you won't even believe that you can go ahead and continue to budget or continue to save or continue to invest or to continue to downsize or whatever it is that you want to do. So she says that she doesn't like the word empower. I kind of agree with her on, the reasoning behind it. It's certainly not something that I would in absolute terms stay away from ever using, but I do think it's a good look into the mindset of why we might use that word, right? And why we might kind of convey the idea that we are going to really help people do something, when the reality is we are just going to help people find their own power to do something. It's a small change. I don't think most people will split hairs about it, but I do like the idea that we are just the catalyst for people finding change. So hopefully that helps. I'll see you later.